how the police go out of their way to lie, falsely arresting on the street, interview room, at deposition, and ultimately to the settling and cash payment to myself.
Did you ride all the way down here? I think we met before in the field, but that was a while ago.
Okay.
You were probably in a different outfit.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. But no video, right?
That our first video?
Yeah.
You want it to be just audio?
Yes. During this incident, what things do you feel that the officers did that was improper?
They arrested me for no reason.
Okay.
Refused to let me go for
Okay.
several days. They required me to post bail even though I didn't break any laws. And to this day, you guys are still trying to prosecute me even though you know I didn't break any law.
How about you? Do you think you did anything improper during the incident?
Absolutely not. I think I was on my best behavior.
First thing I want to show you here is the commendation forms, but no complaint forms out here. I'm the one that got arrested to get that bin put on this side of the counter.
I'm Lieutenant Valdez. I'm going to record this. You were just arrested. Yes, we're trying to file a complaint. Lift up your shirt. You were arrested because you had a recording device on you. Yeah, and you guys turn around. Well, that's proper. All I want is a form, please.
Hello, Escalante, how are you? How come there's no complaint forms out here?
You can ask for watch commander.
I know you're not lazy, so I'm assuming that they've instructed you not to make copies and fill this up.
You can ask the watch commander when he comes out, sir.
I'm asking you, though.
I have no idea. You can ask the watch commander when he comes out, sir.
Have you ever made copies to fill this up before? You probably have, right? Okay, I want to know how come you didn't fill this up.
You can ask the watch commander when he comes out, sir.
How come you haven't filled this bin with forms?
Because we got to print some out and put some in there.
It's always like that.
No comment, Daniel. You want to file a complaint? There's no complaint forms in the complaint box?
I've done that before.
Hey, Daniel, what's going on?
But why is that always empty? Look, you got 2 employees right there, and the only reason they didn't make copies or fill those bins is because they've been instructed not to. It should be part of their daily duties, right?
I don't think that's it. I think it's a human factor. People come and get these things, as you know. If you ask for one, we're going to give them to you.
I have a complaint that I want to make. By you not giving me the form, you're not allowing me to make it.
My goal is to have that thing full,
Okay.
and so that citizens can be unmolested as they're receiving these things.
Come on, you're under arrest. For real? Yeah.
Sergeant Nichols.
You ever heard of the saying, picking your battles? You ever heard the saying, picking your battles?
Yeah, but I'm not quite sure how it applies.
We had an officer who's disciplined.
Looks like it's Officer King on the Hawthorne Police Department that just arrived.
If you weren't asking so many questions the other night about me, the other night to my lieutenant, then I'd be cool with you. Right now, we're starting all over from scratch.
Officer King,
No.
it's not about you being cool with me. I have a First Amendment right.
I was cool with you. Now you're gonna leave it on?
Officer King,
Leave.
I'm not leaving. I'll go across the street, I'm not leaving.
You're impeding the roadway.
It's not possible to impede traffic when there's no cars on the road.
05, the Hawthorne Police Department. Come out now with your hands up.
Turn the camera off?
Yeah, please.
Are you serious?
I'm asking.
Officer King just asked me to turn off my camera, which is something that I would almost never do.
Then there's Sergeant Nichols.
What do you expect me to do when you cross the street illegally in front of us?
Back up.
I'm backed up.
Back up now.
I'm not trying to argue with you, King. I'll take a step back.
I'm not even talking to you, okay?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking to me. I'm not being an asshole. I already cooperated.
You're very good at that, okay? So just don't worry about it. Just stay behind this tape.
Okay. Thank you for the instructions, Officer King.
More Mary, show me around Harbor.
Officer King, you have a nice evening. You don't have to like me, but have a nice evening anyways. You can absolutely not drive down the street with an expired tag or a paper plate these days. This is the #1 priority of police. This is definitely a man that is trying to go to work today. He's trying to make ends meet, right? See all that stuff in the back of the truck? You cannot tell me that this guy is doing anything beyond trying to feed his kids. That's it. He's trying to feed his kids.
What's your opinion about being too close? What is too close for you?
They were definitely too close when they came over and put the handcuffs on me.
Okay. But what about you? Getting close to the officers?
I never got close to them.
Not during this incident. I'm talking about in general. What is your feeling about getting too close to the officers?
When you can least afford it. The taxes from your check before you get to feed your kids, right? Consider what the government does with that money that they take from your check before you get to eat.
So you are free to engage over.
They've given everything they've got to the government already. We're going to go ahead and sign you up for the rest of it. No worries. We can make a payment program for you. How much do you suppose this officer is making to write this ticket? People with money, shit, they can afford to follow the rules. So how much do you suppose This ticket's going to cost this guy, this gardener, maybe a week's worth of work. The fees and penalties are designed to prevent him from ever catching up. Ever.
Slide your rump just for a minute. Let's all do the bump. Hammer time. Go with the flow.
Do you think that you have the right, because you said First Amendment right, to record them? Do you feel that you can get right up in their face? Do you feel like you have to be a certain distance away? How close do you feel that you have the right to get to an officer?
Like you're a police officer, we're a few feet apart.
Right.
That seems to be a reasonable distance. If you were wrestling with somebody, I don't think, obviously, this would be too close. I wouldn't want to interfere.
Or about a traffic stop?
I'm going to use a traffic stop starring Sergeant Wiley to answer that question.
You're being placed under arrest.
No, I'm going to put my keys up. No, I'm going to, no, these are my keys.
Start fighting, okay?
These are my keys.
I'm going to say, I think he does have a right to keep. He does have a right to keep his keys without being choked. I would think.
Relax. Go to the ground. Go to the floor. Go to the floor now. Go down.
I think he's unconscious, so he's unconscious, so he's relaxed now. I think that's about his... Why does this happen? I don't understand when. I mean, I guess when you get choked or something, does it make you go in convulsions automatically or something? Because I've seen this more than one time, and I think it stems from being choked or something. This guy needs a medic.
Get out of the street. Get out of the street.
Excuse me?
Get out of the street.
Okay, no problem.
Now.
Yes, sir. I'll go right now, Mr. King. You have a nice day, okay? If I see anybody.
Everybody was kung fu fighting.